optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, the pessimist, the parachute. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. Learn how to do it better and listen to these quotes by George Bernard Shaw. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Our lives are shaped not as much by our experiences as by our expectations. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Create it. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Do not do unto others as you would that they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. Never wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. It is not enough to know what is good. You must be able to do it. The truth is the one thing that nobody will believe. He who can, does. He who cannot, teaches. After all, the wrong road always leads somewhere. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. Progress is impossible without change. Bravery doesn't get worse because it's a little hard. Wisdom is wasted on the old, and youth is wasted on the young. A woman always chooses the man who chose a different woman. Make it a rule never to give a child a book you would not read yourself. For every complex problem, there is a simple and wrong solution. There is no other edifice constructed by man as altruistic as a lighthouse. They were built only to serve. The things most people want to know about are usually none of their business. A government that robs Peter to pay Paul can always depend on the support of Paul. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. Life is not meant to be easy, but take courage. It can be delightful. You see things, you say, why? But I dream of things that never were and say, why not? The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more relevant than that a drunk is happier than a sober. Better keep yourself clean and bright. You are the window through which you must see the world. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Newspaper, a device unable to distinguish between a bicycle accident and and the collapse of civilization. All men are the same in front of the woman they admire. There is no love more sincere than the love of food. My way of joking is to tell the truth. It's the funniest joke in the world. The only time one's education is interrupted was when they were in school. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. The secret of being miserable is to have the leisure to bother about whether you are happy or not. Criminals do not die by the hands of the law. They die by the hands of other men. Why should we take advice on sex from the Pope? If he knows anything about it, he shouldn't. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. Patriotism is, fundamentally, a conviction that a particular country is the best in the world because you were born in it. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. He knows nothing and thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. A pessimist is a man who thinks everybody is as nasty as himself and hates them for it. If there were 20 ways of telling the truth and only one way of telling a lie, the government would find it out. It's in the nature of governments to tell lies. Hatred is the coward's revenge for being intimidated. You don't stop laughing when you grow old. You grow old when you stop laughing. When a thing is funny, search it carefully for a hidden truth. All great truths begin as blasphemies. Liquor is the chloroform which enables the poor man to endure the painful operation of living. The most tragic thing in the world is a man of genius who is not a man of honor. You'll never have a quiet world till you knock the patriotism out of the human race. The moment we want to believe something, we suddenly see all the arguments for it and becomes blind to the arguments against it. Doing what needs to be done may not make you happy, but it will make you great. Would the world ever have been made if its maker had been afraid of making trouble? Alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. The savage bows down to idols of wood and stone, the civilized man to idols of flesh and blood.